Come, sit. Today, we're going to be talking about how to not feel lonely even when you are alone. I'm an introvert. I know a thing or two about being alone. There was also a period of my life when I didn't have any friends. Crazy. But I truly have mastered the art of being alone without having it feel like isolation or without having it feel like loneliness. We're gonna have a little girl chat for all the girlies that might be going through this. So let's talk. One of the first things that I would say that really helps is to know that your aloneness is temporary. This place which we inhabit is filled with 8 billion people now. Whether or not those people are in your circle, in your immediate circle of contact, you are going to interact with somebody. It just takes one move, one sentence, one step for that person to be in your sphere of contact. Find some solace in the fact that your aloneness is never ever permanent. It is always temporary. In the times where I would describe myself as being alone and feeling lonely, there were still moments in which I was interacting with people. There were still opportunities that could stop my loneliness in whatever time. It gives you power to know that one whisper of your lips, one word out of your mouth, one step from your feet can end this trajectory of loneliness, of isolation. Now, there is a reason why a lot of us will remain in this atmosphere of loneliness. That is because some of us find comfort in negative emotions. Some of us find comfort in negative emotions, and I'm here to wake you up and help you break out of that thing right now, because I'm telling you, that kind of mindset, for you to ruminate in that mindset, is more detrimental than it is positive. You deserve happiness. You deserve friendships. You don't feel bad for having a desire to be around other people, to want to have friends. We are social creatures. We are social beings. And so it is natural for us to want to be social. Even introverts, there are times where I don't really like people, but I still want to be social. I still want to talk to you guys. It's very much innate. You don't have to feel ashamed about that. And you also don't need to feed yourself lies in order for you to stay in this mental state of loneliness, in this mental cage of isolation. You deserve to be free. You deserve to actually be happy, regardless of whatever your mind is telling you, and to actually experience things with other people that are on this earth. There are people out there that will like you for you. There are people out there that will want to hang out with you just the way that you are, without you having to overpour yourself out to them, or without you having to cater to their every need. Stop feeding this negative atmosphere of isolation and loneliness and depression because it feels good. Being drunk feels good. Being high, I assume it feels good. But these things that feel good kill. And I want you here. We want you here. The rumination of negative emotions pulls you away from society. It is literally a tactic used against your mind to keep you from finding out what the true truth is, that you are wanted, that you are desired, that your presence actually brings people joy, that people look forward to you being there. And that negative atmosphere, that sadness, that loneliness that you like to stay in because it feels good, is keeping you trapped, is keeping you isolated on purpose so that you never find out. You deserve so much better than that. And I want you to want better for yourself, because I want better for you. And I'm so glad that I'm able to be that voice for some of you guys, because I wish I had that voice when I was going through that as well. But I'm here to tell you, I promise you, it looks so scary, but break out of it. Take that step outside. Talk to that person. Once the conversation is done, the conversation is done. And it might never happen again, but that is you working your social muscle. That is you having somebody in your circle of contact, even if it is temporary, which then goes to show that it is a lie that you will always be alone, because you weren't alone for that 5 seconds that you were talking to somebody. You weren't alone for that 2 seconds that you walked up to somebody to compliment them. There were people beside you. There were people around you. There were opportunities all around you. Feeling alone, feeling isolated, and things are always temporary, never permanent. And so if you break out of that comfort that you feel in the negative headspace, you will be able to take advantage of those opportunities. The key to not feeling lonely when you are alone is for you to genuinely enjoy your company. What is to genuinely enjoy your company? To genuinely enjoy your company is not just to make the most of it because you don't really have another choice. No, that's forced, okay? I didn't pick myself. I'm forced to be with myself. And so there's going to be an underlying area of resentment there, which is crazy because I came on this earth by myself. I'm going to leave by myself, regardless of whether I'm married, whether I have kids. I'm going to be the only one in that casket, and I'm going to be by myself when I have to stand before God and answer to him. But there is that underlying area of resentment that, oh, I wish I was with this group of people doing this, or I wish I was celebrating a friendiversary, but I'm here by myself, so might as well just make the most of it. But I don't have friends, so might as well just enjoy my time. No, the key to genuinely feeling happy and joy even when you are alone is to genuinely enjoy your presence. And that looks like if you had an option to hang out with a group of people or just to stay in and pour into yourself in whatever way that looks like to you, you would pick you. That is when you know that you genuinely enjoy your own presence. That is when you know that you have become a friend to yourself, that you have a good relationship with yourself. There is a very distinct difference in my alone time from the periods of where I felt the most alone to the periods where I am alone and just don't feel lonely or isolated. When I was alone and felt loneliness, I just did the things that I knew I liked. I was just doing them because I know I like them and I have nothing better to do. So see, there wasn't a choice. If I had a choice, I would have picked to hang out with somebody else. I would read a lot. I digested a lot of books, watch a lot of movies, and these are things that I was all interested in. But it just doesn't hit the same as it does now. Now, the thought of me getting into bed, curling up with a snack and things like that to watch a movie literally makes me so giddy inside. That is when you know I have an option and I choose me. The thought of me having a solo date, oh, magnificent. I will doll myself up. I will pick out my best outfit, okay, to go and have a solo date. Look at how I'm smiling now. It just brings me so much joy because I have genuinely found happiness, comfort, and joy in my own companionship. Not because I'm dwelling on the things that I'm lacking, but because I am exploring myself, exploring what I like, interacting with my creativity, and loving myself the way that I would love a friend. Do some things by yourself. Get over the anxiety of people seeing you be by yourself. I make a lot of solo content just because, like I said, I genuinely love being by myself. I have friends, I have a best friend, I have siblings and things like that, but I have a great time when I'm by myself too. And in the comments, there will be people like, I want to do this, but I'm so scared that people are going to look at me when I'm by myself. I'm so scared so what? Will they shoot you? They actually don't know anything. They don't know if you're waiting for somebody. They don't know if you're celebrating something. If you just need to pick me up after a bad day, they know nothing. Take that out of your mind. Who actually cares? You will never see these people ever again. So go out and have that dinner by yourself. Go out and go to the cinema by yourself. Do things. Date yourself. Explore your creativity. Create things when you're by yourself. That is when you are going to associate happiness with you being by yourself. So then when you find yourself in moments that you are alone, you don't feel lonely, you don't feel isolated because you have had past experiences of you being happy, of a positive atmosphere surrounding you when you are alone. There needs to be a healthy balance. As I said earlier, I'm an introvert. I thought I was an INFJ. Then I did some further research into cognitive functions and then I realized that I was an INTJ. Maybe I am an INFJ. I don't know. Or INTP. INTP recently came in the mix. I don't know why I am. Just know that all of those are introverted. That means that I gain more of my energy from being alone than I do with being around other people. So when I am in social situations, there is a limit as to how long I can be out socializing, especially in intense social situations where there's a big group of people before I feel genuinely tired. So when I hung out with myself a lot, I was like, this is great. This is fantastic. I never want to be around anybody ever again. I'll go to my lectures. I'll go to my study meetings, go to my assignment meetings, but I'm cool by myself right here. And I very, 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 very quickly realized that because I was indulging that aspect of myself, I was not socializing with other people unless I had to. I was not challenging myself in that area. I was not improving socially. In fact, I even regressed. An event came up, so somebody's birthday, and I would go. My social battery declined drastically. Guys, I could not be in a space having a conversation with people for more than 1 hour, for more than 30 minutes. It was so bad. And I was like, oh my gosh. I noticed it immediately because I'm very in tune with myself. And I was like, there is no way I'm socially inept. I need to go home, but I've only been here for 30 minutes. It's because I wasn't exercising that muscle. I think that there needs to be a balance. Have your alone time, but also try and take advantage of the opportunities that you have around you to socialize with others. If you are in school and you feel very just alone, I implore you to join a club. In a very short amount of time, you will not feel lonely anymore because you will have people around you. You will have opportunities to make friends. A dance club, a badminton club, a karate club. When you enter into those places, those sport clubs, set yourself a challenge. By the 3rd time that I come here, I'm going to have a conversation with this person. By the 5th time that I come here, I'm going to invite this person out with me somewhere. Set yourself challenges to push you out of that zone, because it is only when you get out of that zone that you will grow. This doesn't mean that you were scouting for the person to be your best friend forever for the next 20 years. No. One step at a time. I cannot talk about being alone and loneliness without mentioning my God. I remember finally having a relationship with him and understanding what it means to bring your requests boldly to the throne. God, I don't want to feel lonely anymore. I don't want to feel lonely. I want a friend that genuinely understands me, because I felt misunderstood at that time as well. Have like a best friend, like that one best friend. Guys, I literally posted this on my spam and I was praying for this for years, right? It was something to the effect of, I want a friend that's like my main. I used to watch Shake It Up and how Rocky and Cece had each other and things, and I was like, I like that. I've always wanted a relationship like that with a friend. I went to uni. The way that this happened, I wasn't even supposed to be in this space, but I was. We left early from somebody's flat and I ran into this ghetto. And immediately we just hit it off. That ghetto that I met on an off chance outside, being somewhere that I wasn't supposed to be, is now my best friend. But I brought it to God, and he brought me literally a sister. It's so important to lay your loneliness at his feet. If you want to find comfort in anything, find comfort in the fact that you aren't alone. There is nowhere that I could hide from your presence. There is nowhere that I would go that I would be away from you. Even if I go to the pits of Sheol, of hell, you will still find me there. You will find me there and make a bed for me there. There is nowhere that you can go that he won't be there. That's the thing about omnipresence. You can't really turn it off. Find comfort and find solace in the fact that you were not alone. Find comfort and find solace in the fact that you can leave it at his feet. You can ask him to step into this situation and to make it better. I can tell you that it works because it worked for me. People ask the universe, I ask God. People ask stars in the sky, I ask the creator of the stars in the sky. I go directly to the source. I don't waste time on one way if I feel like another way will be faster. If I feel like another way is more direct, I go straight to the source, and the source is the thing that helped me. I began to grow and to love my own presence because he taught me what it meant to love myself. And he taught me how to love myself the way that he loved me. So being alone does not have to be this treacherous, this mind-boggling, head-aching process. No. Being alone is temporary. Ruminating in your lonely feelings is not going to get you where you want to go. Genuinely enjoy your presence in order for you to not feel alone or lonely when you're alone. And you need to invite the creator of the universe into your situation to be able to shift things around. And those are my tips. From somebody who used to be a former lonely person. From somebody who used to be somebody that didn't have friends. From somebody that used to be somebody that didn't have the best track records in friendships. It's all good now. If you are going through this, my DMs are open. If you want to talk to a community, the Discord group chat will be in the description below. That is it for today's Girl Talk. Make sure to follow me on all of my social media. I talk about everything that I talk about on this channel and then some. To get more of an insight on my life, on my growth journey, in my development journey, because growth is never something that ever finishes. There are still ways that I want to learn to be a better friend. There are still ways that I want to learn to enjoy my own company. And so you guys will join me on that journey. If you haven't liked and subscribed, what are you doing? Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. We are so glad to have you here. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.